My name's Andrew Zavalia. I'm a 16-year-old. I'm a student here at Biltmore Church, and this is my story. My whole life, I grew up in a Christian household. I knew Jesus, but I didn't actually have a relationship with him, chasing after the identity of being a Christian rather than the actual relationship. I fell into depression, and I actually ended up falling into self-harm too. One night, I was in my room, and I was on the brink of wanting to commit suicide. All of a sudden, I have this desire to open my Bible and see what God was wanting to tell me. I opened my Bible and I started reading, and I just felt this sense of hope that I never felt before. It wasn't something I truly believed until the moment I felt Jesus calling me at camp. When I gave my life to Christ, I was at church camp, and all of a sudden, I just felt this desire in my heart to pray to God and really just give my life to him. And I just prayed to God for the first time in a long time. God, I know you're there. I know you're real, and I know you love me, and I want to take you seriously now. The person that I'd grown up learning about had actually changed my life and was real. After my experience with camp, I left just having this desire in my heart to tell the world about what Jesus had done in my life. Telling them about Jesus, telling them about the one hope that will always satisfy, the one hope that will always fill them, is the most important thing we can do. Me and my friends at school, we had this desire to start a little Bible study. Eventually, one of my friends, Aiden, was kind of interested in what we were doing. And after a few days of doing the Bible study and really just leaning in on one another, Aiden actually asked me if he could go to church with me. He was just so thrilled that he was able to be in the house of the Lord with the community of others. He looked at me at the end of the service. He said, I truly believe that Jesus is my Savior. And he said, I really want to live forever with him. One of the most joyful moments of my life, just stepping from death to life. Jesus never waited for the lost to come to him. He went to them. Not only did God allow me the opportunity to share the gospel with Aiden, but I also was able to go on a short-term mission trip to LA with Biltmore students. We were able to spark conversations, we were able to share the gospel, and ultimately we were able to meet physical needs as well through food, water, and other supplies that we were able to hand out through Sin Relief. It's something I will forever treasure and something I'll never forget, because just seeing the way God provided was truly special and truly nothing I can really even put into words. The cost of somebody's eternity is ultimately much more than our comfort zone. And I encourage you to step out of that and to pursue people that you may be fearful to talk to. But we're called to go to the nations. We're called to tell people about Jesus, and we're ultimately called to be the light in the darkness. It's a blessing that we get to be a part of the Great Commission. Before Christ, I had the answers and I had the knowledge of who Jesus was, but I didn't have the relationship. But now that I have a relationship with Jesus, I get to live my life with hope, joy, and abandonment for his goodness and his gospel. And I get to pursue him every day and be able to tell the world how good he is and what he did for them.